Welcome! In this video, we will be covering three main topics. First, we will locate and select databases through the library website. Once we have chosen a database, we will run a demo search to see how to use subject terms in a database to alter or enhance your keywords. And finally, we will look at how to use limiters given in a database to narrow or broaden your search results. To start our session, we must begin at the library homepage. On the library homepage, you will see that the default search tab is for books. Today, we will want to be using the Databases tab. If you know the name of the database you'd like to search in, you can type part or the whole name of the database in this search box. Odds are, though, you're going to want to browse databases. Today, we're going to browse databases by subject. From this By Subject page, you will find and select your field of study. For your class, the subjects Communication, Journalism, and Rhetoric, Psychology, and Sociology will most likely be the areas you'll want to explore. It will often be most beneficial to try out various subjects because that will give you different perspectives on your topic. But for this example, I am only going to look at the Communication, Journalism, and Rhetoric subject tab. Once you're on this page, you will see that there is a variety of databases listed. You can see the core databases for this subject as a whole, the core databases for communication, the core databases for journalism, and also the core databases for rhetoric. Today, I think we should take a closer look at the Communication and Mass Media Complete database, or it is sometimes called CMMC. Now that we are in the database, let's start searching. My sample research topic is going to be, how does texting affect relationships? The keywords for this research question are texting and relationships. You can see that I'm using the truncation symbol on texting so that our search results will give us things that have text, texting, and texts. This gave us over 1,000 results. This is simply too much for one person to sort through for a research paper. I think we should take a look at what kind of results we got to see what we have. It looks like a lot of the times the use of the word relationship has been taken out of the context I was hoping for. I was hoping to use more of a romantic relationship or a couple relationship, and this is using the word relationship differently. However, it looks like this article is getting at what I was trying to look at for my research topic, so let's take a closer look. Every article has a list of subject terms that work very similar to social media tags. These subject terms are some keywords supplied by the database and sometimes the author to describe this article. For this article, the subject terms are listed here. Supplementing or replacing some of our initial keywords used in this search with one or more of these subject terms is a way for us to expand or even narrow our results and to filter those results to something more relevant and to more on the point of what we are trying to accomplish with our research questions. For example, I typed in the word relationships, but that was giving me some results that was using relationship differently than I wanted. In the subject terms, I see romantic friendship as an option, and in the title of this article, I see romantic relationships. This makes me think that I should alter my search from plain relationships to romantic relationships. As I typed this in, romantic relationships popped up, which means that this is also a subject term for this database. It just wasn't applied to this article specifically. Let's see how this alters our results. Now we are down to 33 results. This is a much more manageable list to look through, and it definitely looks like the results are more on target with what I was hoping to research. There are other ways you can limit your results as well. To look at this, I think we should go back to our initial search of texting and relationships. Now that we are back to this list of over 1,000 articles, you can see on the left-hand side that there are a variety of ways that you can continue to limit your result list. You can limit to only scholarly and peer-reviewed journals, which for your assignment I would highly suggest that you do. You can also limit to full text. I recommend that you don't limit to full text because we will show you other ways to find text if a full text is not available. However, limiting by publication date so you can have more recent publications would definitely be something I would suggest. For example, this texting phenomenon is a relatively new thing. Therefore, if I look at results only from say 2009 to present, it drastically cuts down the number of results that we have. There are other ways you can limit as well, and as you're going through, if you decide you don't like one of the limits you chose, you can always exit it and start again. Just please remember that as you're searching, if you ever get stuck or need more help, you can always ask a librarian.